Why most people are like Gollum and how to break free. Gollum. A name whispered with pity, disgust, and perhaps even fear. A creature bent and broken, twisted by obsession, consumed by a hunger he could never satisfy. But here's a truth many overlook. Gollum's story is not just a tale of fantasy. It is a mirror, a reflection of struggles that live within us all. You may think, I am nothing like Gollum. But that's where the illusion lies. Because most people are more like Gollum than they'd ever dare admit. The power of obsession. Gollum was not always Gollum. He was once Smeagol, a simple soul, curious and content, until the moment he found the ring. Or rather, the ring found him. It was beautiful, wasn't it? A small golden band, harmless to the eye, yet carrying the weight of endless desire. The ring whispered to him, promised him power, control, fulfillment. But beneath its shining surface, it wove a curse, a hunger that gnawed at him, hollowing him from the inside out. Now, you may not carry a ring forged in the fires of Mordor, but many carry their own version of it. For some, it's the endless chase for success, believing that one more achievement will finally make them feel whole. For others, it's the need for approval, the addiction to validation from strangers, likes, and fleeting applause. Some are consumed by relationships, clinging to people who no longer bring them peace, convinced they can't survive without them. My precious, it's not just Gollum's whisper. It's the voice we hear when we believe we cannot live without something that is, in truth, poisoning us. The inner conflict, Smeagol versus Gollum. Gollum's tragedy wasn't just the ring, it was the battle within, the eternal struggle between Smeagol, the fragile remnants of who he once was, and Gollum, the dark reflection of what he had become. We wants it, we needs it, but we hates it. Sound familiar? Have you ever wanted something so badly, even though you knew it was hurting you? Have you ever clung to habits, people, or beliefs, even when they drained your spirit? That's the Smeagol versus Gollum battle. The part of you that whispers, I deserve better, drowned out by the louder voice that screams, but I can't let go. We all carry these inner conflicts. Some fight silently. Others don't fight at all. How most people are like Gollum without realizing it. Most people live their lives without realizing they've become prisoners, not in dark caves, but in their own minds. They're trapped by fear, fear of failure, fear of being alone, fear of being enough. They're shackled by addiction, not always to substances, but to comfort, routine, and the false safety of staying the same. Like Gollum, they convince themselves, this is who I am. I need this. Without it, I am nothing. But that's the great lie. That's the ring's curse. Not just to hold you, but to make you believe you can't exist without it. Breaking free. Lessons from Frodo and Sam. But there is hope. Gollum's story shows us the darkness, yes, but Frodo's story shows us the light. Frodo carried the ring too. Its weight grew heavier with every step, its whispers darker with every breath. But Frodo didn't fall, not because he was stronger, but because he wasn't alone. He had Sam, loyal Samwise, whose heart was untainted, whose love was unwavering.
Sam reminded Frodo of who he was beyond the ring. And this is the key. To break free from your own precious, you need more than willpower. You need connection to friends who remind you of your worth, to truths that anchor you when the lies get too loud. You need courage to face the shadows within, to admit, I am lost, without shame. And you need hope to believe that even if you've been broken, even if the darkness has crept deep, you are not beyond saving. The ring you must let go. So now I ask you, what is your ring? What is it that you clutch so tightly, believing it defines you while it quietly consumes you? Is it a grudge you can't forgive? A failure you refuse to release? A version of yourself you no longer need to be? Gollum's fall was not written in stone. His story could have been different. He could have been saved. But he chose the ring over himself. You have a choice too. The ring was never the true enemy. The real battle was always within. So, what will you choose? Are you ready to let go?